Korea, Makokaria Mano, Mafi Bonacho, Biafra, Korea, Karia Mano, Mafi Bonacho, Biafra, Korea, Makokaria Mano, Mafi Bonacho, Biafra, Korea, Karia Mano. Dinta Jaravia, Ganabugabaya, Wemanadica, Dinta Jaravia, Ganabugabaya, Ogano Churi, also coach, but an obagati tin, no. Ogago Churi, also coach, but an obagati tin, no. Brother Masikwala, Makine Sike, Kiweri Sigiru Basabo. Esio Ema 101, Kesine, Madam Makiwer and Doge, Imanabukaga Makiwa yes and Yelu, and Yahunin Keror Sabo. Do her well, do her well in Borabo, and we can to her do her well, do her well in Borabo, and we can to her Sabo. Atutu alala nike, atutu uru nike, ni abwego ha. Atutu alala nike, atutu uru nike, ni abwego ha. Otu akoga de, abwego fraga bia, atutu nida. Asimo wanile yala omo Biafra kanyikele tukokike onye furo no dibo wezi anyị mazi nna m dịka dike ọbịago wetọbụ igbo na abụ wekwelugo na ọ bụ onye Chukwu dije n'ọlụ wekwelugo Ndum sina Chukwu akara kam sina Chukwu na buru Victoria Nwankwo.
Thank you, very, thank you.
Ndum sina Chukwu akara kam sina Chukwu na buru Victoria Nwankwo. Afamolugo nnem bịakene na mbole polo n'wepugo.
Thank you.
Omimo bịakene nnem bịakene na mbole polo n'wepugo. Nnoma.
Thank you. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. Yes, today from the, what did I write? The topic, I need to adjust it later. I meant to write from the office, from the office of the Prime Minister, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Okay, I want to quickly go to the post from the office, the statement made by our Prime Minister right from his office this morning, early this morning. As the Biafran Declaration of 2nd of December 2024 comes closer, our objective is to see Biafra total freedom from Nigeria, which will help to end terrorism in West Africa, because the target of the terrorists, with the help of Nigeria government, is to take over Biafra territory and then start launching attacks against the West and America. The Biafra Republic government in exile, under my leadership, the Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, has hired one of the prominent lobbying firms in Washington, D.C. to represent Biafra government effective from yesterday, the 12th of June, 2024. Our arms remain wide open to other possibilities across board. Our arms remain wide open. Any country that wants to align with us, any country that loves justice and fairness, that want to align with Biafra, our arms are wide open. Any country. Now, there's a very important part of this statement you need to listen to. Biafrans are ready to make friends with whoever is willing to help in the liberation. We have no enemies other than Nigeria terrorist state. The only enemy we have as Biafrans is Nigeria, only Nigeria. Saudi Arabia is not our enemy. Oman is not our enemy. Dubai is not our enemy. The only enemy we have is Nigeria. If any of these other countries, Muslim country, any country you are a Muslim country, you are a Buddhist country, whatever country you are a socialist country, any country you are, Biafran government is telling you today, we have no other enemy apart from the Nigeria terrorist state, the state that have garnered their efforts to bring us down and destroy us. Of course, we know Nigeria is working with Britain, and therefore anything Britain, we do not have any appreciation for it. We disdain. But if the same Britain want to change their alliance and then support us to end Nigeria, then they have redeemed their image. Because we know our enemy is a Nigeria terrorist state. So listen, when our Prime Minister is saying we have only one enemy, and it is the Nigeria terrorist state. America is not our enemy. Even Great Britain, they are supporting Nigeria. Yes, they are the one empowering Nigeria to come and fight us. But evidently right now before us, the enemy we see, the enemy we know is Nigeria. So Britain, you had better remove your hand from Nigeria before Akonwe, Abraka Mado. Remove that hand from supporting the terrorist state for your own good and for the good of your own citizens. Because what they are doing is to try to take over Biafra land, and from there begin to launch attack against you. Yes, against you, Britain, against your own citizens. If you do not know it today, know it now. Know it now. The only country that will represent your interests, whether you be Britain or you be America, the only country that will represent your interests is Biafra. That is what? Biafra. We are the one that will bring peace to West Africa. We are the one that will bring security to West Africa. We are the one that will end terrorism in West Africa. It was rightly said there in the first paragraph. It will also help to end terrorism in West Africa, because the target of the terrorists, with the help of Nigeria government, is to take over Biafra territory and then start launching attack against the West. So if you are in the West, Britain in the West, Belgium in the West, Italy in the West, Portugal in the West, Spain in the West, France in the West, all of you in the West, the target is to get you from Biafra land and then begin to destroy your territory. Even those of you that thought you could embrace some of them, and they are the ideologies that Nigeria is supporting. Look at what is happening to you in your own land. Look at what is happening in Britain. Look at what is happening in France. So Nigeria is the one gingering those people. So we are not your enemy, and you are not our enemy. Stop supporting Nigeria for your own good and for your own sanity. Biafrans are ready to make friends with whoever is willing to help in the liberation. We have no enemies other than Nigeria terrorist state. Why do you hear me say this? There are so many Biafrans in Britain. So many. So for you now to know that you don't need to say, how are you talking about Britain? I'm telling you, there are so many Biafrans in Britain. And in Britain, these Biafrans in Britain, Britain respect them. Britain observe human rights law over them. They will never allow anything evil to happen to them as long as they are in that territory. There is a law that governs them. There's a law that protects them. But when they leave that Britain as Humo Biafra and they go to Nigeria, Nigeria will begin to release their terrorist hoodlums against them. But as long as some of us are in Britain, we are safe. Just for you to see that we are calling upon them to disengage themselves from Nigeria. Nigeria is a terrorist contraption. Yes. My brother Tapu say, please, Mama, please, Britain should not remove their hands. So the current UK is becoming Britanazan. Muslim Brotherhood is growing strong there. I understand what you're saying. I agree with you. Yes, but I want you to look at it ideologically and look at it holistically. Ideologically and holistically. The only enemy we have today is the Nigerian state. Listen to me, believe you me. Yes, let me tell you, many of our people that are supporting Biafra government, many of you, do you know that most of the support we get for this government, we are getting it from Britain, our Biafran citizens in Britain? Yes, I'm telling you. So if Britain does not observe the rule of law, they would have been handing them over. But they will not do it because it is a rule of law, rule of engagement. They cannot do it. Even though some of them in Britain still continue to say that Britain, you are evil for supporting Nigeria. Britain can never, ever submit them for any kind of evil. That is obeying rule of law. But in Nigeria, you can't breathe, you can't say it, you can't move, you can't even say Biafra. They leave terrorists to move freely in the north, and then they come after you. There is a video I would love to analyze very strongly. Maybe I should bring it and play like 5 minutes or 8 minutes of that video. The interview between the governor of Zamfara state and the channel's television. That interview took place, I think, yesterday. If you hear that interview, you will understand what we are up against. They said that Zamfara is now the bird center of banditry and terrorism. Zamfara. They said, the governor said, if they can stop the terrorism in Zamfara, then Nigeria will not have any other problem again. Then ask yourself, why are they not going after the terrorists in Zamfara? Their governor has said it, and they know it. In fact, the governor came into office, the only thing he's fighting now is banditry, according to him. He is not building schools. For the past 3 years, 3 years, the students have not written WAEC, they have not written NECO for the past 3 years in Zamfara state. But don't sit at home. Sit at home for one Monday. One Monday, that Biafrans will sacrifice for the freedom of their leader. Sit at home for one Monday. Everybody said, hey, they don't want the children to go to school. Oh, they have exam. Oh, they don't want to go to get them to go to school. Oh, stop this at home is evil. One Monday. But listen to me, for 3 good years in Zamfara state, they have not written WAEC, they have not written NECO. Oh my God, I don't know whether if I bring that interview, whether I will be able to play it to the extent where he will say that. But I want to analyze that video. Honestly speaking, very strong analysis on that video. Let me see if I can get it. Very strong analysis on that video. Believe you me, Nigeria is in a big almighty mess. Nigeria is in a big almighty trouble. Very gigantic wahala. Like Nigeria day. I'm telling you, almighty wahala. That is what they are in. Let me refresh and bring that video. At least let me play it for 5 minutes since we are not bringing in any guests for today. Let us just do that. Let's play that video. It will spice up your interest for tonight, hopefully. It will spice up your interest for that interview, for that analysis. Okay. Where is it? Okay, this is it. I will bring you the video. I've only listened to it for 30 minutes, and the thing. A minute, yeah. I've only listened to guys. Okay, let me bring it 1 minute, guys. Zamfara State Governor. Oh my God. You will hear it small. You will hear it small. At least maybe I should play it for up to 10 minutes, and then I will end the program. We'll come back this evening to analyze this video. I'm telling you, to analyze this video. That is the governor of Zamfara State. His name is Daud Alawal, governor of Zamfara State. Now listen.
Welcome back to Sunrise in the World. Yes, we've got His Excellency Daud Lawal, Governor of Zamfara State, here in the studios with us. Good morning, Your Excellency. Thank you for coming on today.
Good morning, Shamali. Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, so before we go on, we understand there's a development going on right now in Abuja. Some members of staff of Ministry of Defense.
Yes, indeed. We're seeing the developing story, of course, from the Ministry of Defense. That protest you're looking at there is from the Joint Executive Council of the Ministry of Defense. They've shut down the headquarters of the ministry over alleged brutalization of civilian staff by soldiers. And that protest is led by Didam Joel, who's the president of the Joint Executive Council of the Ministry of Defense. So that's going on right now. Our correspondent is, of course, there to give us the details. Maybe in the course of today, we'll be able to get exactly what's going on. But we're seeing that happening right there from the Ministry of Defense right here in Abuja.
All right. What does the say never cease? Well, Your Excellency, let's talk about Zamfara. I know that you had a 6-point agenda in terms of what you wanted to achieve. And one of the things that easily will stick out is security.
Absolutely.
We do know that, in fact, when people from a distance keep wondering what exactly is the issue in Zamfara. For instance, checking you out, you got a PhD in biz admin, so you're not a spring chicken in some of these things, but people can't still understand why is the security situation in Zamfara still what it is today?
Well, Shema, let me say this is something that has been ongoing for the past 12 years. The security challenge in Zamfara State, and which is industry issue, kidnapping, cattle rustling, and so on and so forth. It's unfortunate the way things are. And sometimes you even wonder what kind of human beings are we? Because when you look at the situation in Zamfara, it's the same people, same culture, 99%, same religion. What exactly are they fighting for? That is a $1 million question. I can understand if you talk about Boko Haram, maybe they believe in certain religion. If you go to Niger Delta, they are fighting for economic reason. What about Zamfara? That is a $1 million question. It's something we inherited, and we're doing so much to make sure we take care of this situation. Part of which I did was to set up the Community Protection Guard, which is an internal arrangement, though passed by the State Assembly, to help the conventional security in taking care of some of these challenges. We recruited over 2,540 staff across 40 local governments because they understand the terrain and they know the people there. And they're doing very well as we speak.
I looked at several states that have set up one security outfit or the other for 5, 6, 7 years ago. And one thing that appears to stick out is some sort of helplessness. And so the governors, they have got to just step in and do something. Why did you set this up? Did you feel helpless?
Well, I would say that it is something that you know clearly that we as governors, we don't have control over the military. We don't have control over the police, as well as the civil defense. In most cases, you get frustrated in terms of where do you get help from? When you needed these people, there'll be nowhere to be found. And therefore, the best thing to do is to set up that kind of security outfit. And honestly, for us in Zamfara, they're doing exceptionally well.
Security agencies, because the narrative they always say is that, look, we're routing these bandits, we're doing what we can. But if you say they're nowhere to be found, how do we reconcile that?
Let me say this. There's a lot of political undertone in the security issues. Some, you find it very difficult even to come out and say this. But I know what we're going through. Like I said, sometimes you're really helpless. When you need them, they're not there. Or even when they're there, they were given certain instructions on what to do and not to do. That is the true situation we're facing.
Does it mean that, because if you say they're giving certain instructions, so if that was not the case, are you saying that?
Did you guys hear what he said? This thing, I'm just allowing it to play because if I want to analyze it, nobody will listen at all. He said when you need them, they are not there. Or even when they are there, they don't do anything. Or they come, when they come, even when they are there, they receive other instructions. They receive other instructions. He's talking about the military. He said they don't have access to the police, they don't have access to the military, and then when they have problems, the military are not there. Even when military come and they are supposed to take charge and stop the terrorists, they will tell you they have other instructions. And bear in mind, I hope I'm coming out before I begin to talk today and not be coming out. Okay. Bear in mind that Zamfara state is the very #1 state that started all this issue about Islamization and the Sharia. It was in Zamfara state that Sharia law was passed as a law for the first time. Their governor that then was, I think they call him Yerima or something like that. It was in Zamfara. So Zamfara is the beginning of it. Do you understand? So this governor is talking now, and he's saying, when they asked him, do they know these people? He said they know the people. They know the people that are in control of this terrorism or this. They know them. But they don't want to talk. This video, serious analysis. Now that our PM is no longer analyzing, when we see this kind of video, well, our PM does not have time for this analysis. If it were our PM, they handle this video. If PM analyze this video, you go shake. You will go shake. You see this man? Is the government? Zamfara is the birth center of it all. Zamfara state. Now, why is it that all the attention is not drawn to Zamfara? Why is it that when things are happening, even the governor will cry, they will not answer him? Why is it that when they even answer the governor and they go, they do nothing? Why is it that when they're supposed to even do something, they receive instruction on what to do or how to do it? They even ask him a question. Is the president aware? Hey, many things in this particular video. Let's play it for another 4 minutes because my time is already up.
We can actually rout these bandits in no time.
Chamberlain, let me say this categorical. If we are committed, if we're serious, you can take off this situation within 2 weeks, maximum.
2 weeks?
I'm telling you, in 2 weeks, you can take off this situation.
I want you to understand.
But the political will is not there.
What's happening, really? I have heard you complain. Then
he said we can take care of this situation in 2 weeks. They were surprised. 2 weeks. He said yes. They said why? He said because the political will is not there. That means the government are not willing to handle the situation. They want it that way. It must remain that way. Why? Because it is a project. That is a plan in place. So when you hear Elijah Bamidele giving prophecy, he's not giving prophecy from God. Elijah Bamidele did not see Jack. God did not speak to him. I can bet him if he swear that God spoke to him, he will slump and die. God did not speak to Elijah Bamidele. It is all these things that any intelligent person will gather all these things together and you can make a prophecy out of it. I'm telling you, gather all these facts together. You will make a very powerful prophecy out of it. And I bet you any prophecy you make will definitely come to pass. Now, let me shock Bamidele. Bamidele, Tinubu will not finish his term. He won't finish it. That thing you're afraid of, Bamidele, it is just a matter of days. You see it play out before your eyes. You think Tinubu is in charge of Nigeria? You think Tinubu can do anything? Tinubu cannot do jack. That is why you see us moving with speed for our declaration, for our freedom, for our emancipation. I will leave this video now because the time is 2 o'clock. My time is up. This video is about 20-something minutes. It will not be too long for us to analyze. I would love to have more hands on deck to analyze this video tonight. I'm telling you, you will know for sure that the only sure way out is Biafra. And what Bamidele is telling them, allow Samanekpa, don't fight Samanekpa again. Release Masin Namdekano for people like us, to be able to relocate to Biafra. I'm telling you, anybody that is not planning, if you are in Nigeria and you are not planning like Bamidele to relocate to Biafra for your safety, your name that's sorry. I'm telling you, you must begin the planning now. In fact, be monitoring what is happening with the Biafra movement and be sure, be engaging. Just find out what is going on. What is Samanekpa saying? What is he doing? Because that is the sure way. Sure plug for you to be free. Sure plug. I can't play it further than this because my time is really up. But I tell you the truth. I tell you the truth. I tell you the truth. Everything we say, I was looking at the comments, everything we say come to pass. Go and check everything that our Prime Minister has said. Is there anyone that has not come to pass? Do you remember that there was a time our Prime Minister told you that our Biafra actualization, 2023 and 2024, is not prophecy. It is not by prediction. It is planned. It is by plan. It is by strategy and plan, because we already know what they have on ground. We already know the blueprint of the Nigerian government, the Fulani. So we now put our plan in place. And I bet you, everything we say comes to pass. Everything we say comes to pass. Taproot. Yes, so Pastor Mama, don't forget our brother and Esoja on X has been exposing this for a while. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that guy, I need to follow that guy very closely and be following up what he's exposing. There's one of our brother that was an Esoja. He's giving serious exposition daily on the X. The Lord bless and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you. The Lord be gracious unto you and give you peace until I see you again later tonight. So, and that is it. All right. Somebody just distracting me with some small noise here, but don't bother. This analysis is top notch. Tell everyone you know. Maybe we should have a time for the analysis tonight. 9 p.m. Biafra time should be the time. 9 p.m. Biafra time. I must make sure I don't beat that time. 9 p.m. Biafra time. Let's get together here. 9 p.m. Biafra time. Let's get together and analyze that video. I just played for you. Then maybe we'll play Elijah's prophecy, Elijah Babylon prophecy, and those that want to talk about it can talk about it. But everything Elijah said that place is correct too. It's correct. Everything he said about that place is correct. But the only thing is that they are putting their hope on a dying ancestor. Is what I don't understand. I can't even place it. How can you be putting your hope on Tinubu? How can you be saying that you pray that nothing happens to Tinubu? Tinubu is 90 years old, for crying out loud. Tinubu is 90 years old. Man, they shake, leg they shake. And you want to hang hope on him. Your name is sorry. Yeah. That's good.
It's young light.
There's so much that gets money. We Biafra come. Umokoko. Mad people everywhere. What you don't know is bigger than you. 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 Hey, he dey pay me yo, gaga. He dey pay me yo, gaga. He dey pay me yo, gaga. This your G, he dey pay me yo, gaga. The one thing you can do to a black man is to tell the black man the truth, yeah. The one thing you can do to a black man is to tell the black man the truth, yeah. He dey pay me yo, gaga. Mama, he dey pay me yo, gaga. In this your G, he dey pay me yo, gaga. Sabotu has he dey pay me yo for you. Obi them fools everywhere. Obi them fools everywhere. Obi them fools everywhere. When we talk about our freedom, we're not going to fast. When we talk about our freedom, we're going to fast. When we talk about our freedom, we're going to fast. Yeah, he dey pay me yo, gaga. Mama, he dey pay me yo, gaga. In this your G, he dey pay me yo, gaga. Sabotu was he dey pay me yo, gaga. Biafra voice 247. Love you, we love you, Reggie, me blood brother man, you know. We go Chris. Chia Maka, Suku. Bad guy, you know. Water master. Love you. I can't have a go on. I get y'all away with a thing. All them enemies of Biafra. Mad people everywhere. You are living in darkness, suffering and smiling. When we talk about a freedom, not good events. You are living in darkness, suffering and smiling. When we talk about a freedom, we're not good events. Yeah, he depend me for you. He depend me gaga. Africans, he depend me gaga. DCG, he depend me gaga. Ah, he depend me gaga. Omo, he depend me gaga. I don't know what's wrong with the reasoning ability of a black man. My God. So I'm on that maximum respect. Yeah, he depend me for you. He depend me gaga. Africans, he depend me gaga. DCG, he depend me gaga. Have mercy on we, Biafra. Lord, give us a freedom. Have mercy on we, Biafra, and give us a freedom. Oh Lord, have mercy on we, Biafra, and give us a freedom. Fire, we need our leader. Prophet, we need our leader. We need our leader. Yeah, man. The evil and wicked British and Fulani Caliphate can't stop the sun from shining from the east of God. So Biafrans all over the globe, are you feeling me, chanting? Why am I feeling you from my location, you know? We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots to Bogike. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra city. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra city. I got to tell you, we no fear wicked British, we no fear Britain. We no fear them, Boko Haram. We no fear them, we no fear Fulani Caliphate. We no fear them, we no fear Mietiala. We no fear them, Bandit Kill. We no fear them, Janjaweed. We no fear them, Al-Qaeda. We no fear Lucifer, we no fear you, Satan. We no fear little demons, we no fear Leviathan. We no fear little junkies, little Janjaweed. Obasanjo and his entire generation died and was buried. Not our Biafran. You think it is business as usual. This is the new generation of Biafran. For your information, if you don't mind, mad people everywhere. Mad people. I have to know, man. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots to Bogike. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We
many people are in the bank because many people are dying. Everything are doing. Pressure ti wà. Maso Yorùbá. Gbogbo nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ ń lu yìí. Pressure ti wà. Èyí gbogbo ṣe sọ. Ṣé ìlú lé? Fún wa lówó wa ànáwó wá sọ wá di lazy youth. Náà ẹ sọ wá di lazy youth. Òun ni mo wà ní táìmù yìí tí mi ò lè lọ bí iṣẹ́. Kò sówó èmi kọ́ lè máa. Many people are in the bank because many people are dying. Everything are doing. Pressure ti wà. Maso Yorùbá. Gbogbo nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ ń lu yìí. Pressure ti wà. Èyí gbogbo ṣe sọ. Ṣé ìlú lé?
I am a product and a survival of children and the generation that were starved to death. And I am very, very angry. I'm very, very angry. Instead of that we cannot get this Biafra, I will turn to a beast. I will turn to a beast. I will become a beast. You see those children that you see, you count their ribs, and their stomach are big. You see their stomachs swelling up every day. We came from them. This generation of Biafra, we come from them. We come from their survivors. And you know, I will be a beast. I will be a beast for Biafra to come. It doesn't matter what you think about it, but I'm telling you now today that 20 pounds, we are the product, the end product of 20 pounds each. We are the end product of Kwashoko. We came from Kwashoko. Malnutrition, starvation, genocide. But our grandchildren, our grandfather, our fathers, they survived it. They survived it. I want you to document the video I'm doing because it will go down in history of humankind. How we are going to get this Biafra, or at least how we are going to disintegrate Nigeria. How we dissolve Nigeria will go into the history of mankind, and I will be part of it. And some people are beating their chest to be part
of Nigeria that their president will forge American university certificate. We are not part of Nigeria where a president will be admitted into university as a woman and graduated as a man. As a Biafran, once your identity is recognized and documented using the Gmail facial recognition, it can never be changed until you die. And I want to tell you one thing today. The reason why Finland is a very strong and crime-free country is because of database. I have copied from them. Of Nigeria that their president will forge American university certificate. We are not part of Nigeria where a president will be admitted into university as a woman and graduated as a man. As a Biafran, once your identity is recognized and documented using the Gmail facial recognition, it can never be changed until you die. And I want to tell you one thing today. The reason why Finland is a very strong and crime-free country is because of database. I have copied from them. Of Nigeria that their president will forge American university certificate. We are not part of Nigeria where a president will be admitted into university as a woman and graduated as a man. As a Biafran, once your identity is recognized and documented using the Gmail facial recognition, it can never be changed until you die. And I want to tell you one thing today. The reason why Finland is a very strong and crime-free country is because of database. I have copied from them. People don't know what is coming, do they? They have no idea. I feel sorry for the zoo. They have no idea. Any day that all of you gang up to support your one Nigeria garbage, the more you're digging your collective graves. Nigeria can never ever be fixed. It's broken beyond repair. Can never be fixed.
The path we are pursuing is a path of pressure, relentless pressure to ensure that Biafra comes. How are we going to employ that pressure? There are only two ways to get your freedom in the history of the whole world. Freedom can be gotten only two ways. One is through the ballot box. In other words, people will contest and they will have Biafra Nationalist Party. Yes, as they have in Scotland. And then we vote for them. When they then go to the house or maybe go to Abuja, they will say, we are here under the mandate of Biafra Nationalist Party. Because of that, we want to go and conduct a referendum in order for us to be free. The other way, you fight. Either you go through the ballot box or you fight. Which option are we choosing? We have chosen to fight. Pressure on the zoo currency Naira as market loses $800 million that could have gone into free education. They have squandered. That is why they say, oh, your market, I told you, oh, gambling. They have lost $800 million in the zoo. But will it matter? The answer is no. Does it affect you? The answer is no. It doesn't. But the time you will know is when you go back and they say that 200 naira can no longer buy you pure water anymore. Then you will understand that something has gone seriously wrong. As those in Russia were complaining, you not just need wheelbarrow to carry naira, you need gongoro to carry it, because the currency will be so worthless.
Elon Musk is talking about constricting the journey from London to New York to 31 minutes. But unfortunately, the topical issue in Nigeria is restructuring. Restructuring my foot. To hell with restructuring. Let's improve on the quality of governance. Let's work for the people.
The Biafra government, if they don't understand what government is all about, Biafra government is completely in charge of Biafra land. The de facto government and the government in exile controls the entire Biafra territory. And for that reason, we ban every checkpoint. And when we continue to say, when we ban checkpoint, stay away from checkpoint, because the day it will happen, nobody will tell you. Anybody crying today that they killed military in Aba, you are an idiot. The people that were killed in Aba are terrorists. And that's exactly what they are. They have killed Biafrans enough, and we applaud whoever that did it. It is a military that are infiltrated by terrorists, and terrorists they are. We have seen the killings of Biafrans for many, many decades, and nobody has, done anything about the killings of Biafra people. And like we continue to say, anywhere you are in Biafra land representing Nigeria, carrying gun as a military, as a police, as any security agent under Nigeria in Biafra land, Biafra does not belong to you. You are staying there illegally, and you'll be treated like a terrorist, because that's what you are. This is the order of the Biafra Republic government in exile and the Biafra de facto government in the homeland. We have Biafra Defense Forces that are taking care of all the security situation in our land. Our target is to make sure we neutralize every armory of Nigeria within Biafra territory, because that's where power to commit terrorism, out of terrorism against Biafra people are happening. We have been warning about Obinze, because there they have freezer where the body parts of Biafrans are being kept. One day they will wake up and Obinze is gone. I swear to God. One day they will wake up, Obinze is gone.
Mazi Kesi. I'm never enwele any memo. And the somebody like Abu Mege, Abu the Male, who the Male where I am on this group. Just watch you go to this video. Came on this man now going a video or ordinary person call. When I have ordinary person, it was EJ Telejack for that. I watch go if social media one. We go WhatsApp, my Facebook, and one man. But onwere bana kro mebe onwere ụdị exposition akro mebe no cha the man jemile ejemi ibe the man na-agwọ n'ọgwụ ntụbere na-abụ ọ na-agwọ ntụbere na-abụ n'ọgwụ because abụrụ m any human being anyị na-eme ibe a na-eme this man still okwu anyị nọkọta gị na-arụ na nwe ya nkwana ya wụrụ worst of it onye a wụrịkwa mmadụ still na-arụ na nwe ya ụlọ nwaanyị nke ji wedizie ya ibu isi ya nọkọta nrụ ọwa anya a kwesịrị ije this man iji aka iji ya ọkwa ije social media ọkwụdago ka esi ama na ịghọtara na-ekwu ama iwere anya iji afụ ime mmụọ watch ya the man confirm ebe a na-ekwu ndị niile na-ekwu against it at home nna soso bụ onye buru ekwuru a na-ekwu na-agwa egwu ọkwana ya nwoke ozugbo ịnọ na ya akpazi mmadụ iwu onye na-agwaghị na ihe na-eme ya adịrọ mma ịnọkwa na-agba egwu na this man Chicheke dị na-eche gị o Chicheke the man dịkwa na ọ na-agwọta ọgwụ ọgwụ na-abakịrị ka because ọgwụ nke nwa ọgwụ nwakarị ọgwụ nwa mara m ibe ji wegwu ya ibe sitati homa ọ dịkwa nke ọgwụ adịghị o ọ dị nke ọgwụ adị mbọ n'ebe a because abụrụ ka ezite onye nụ ya bịa kansụl sitati homa onye akwụsiecha ezite onye a na ọ pụta kwụsiecha ụmụnne na-adịka na nwa pụta gwugo kwụsiecha malo ya jima kwasị na ya na Simon Ekpa na-adị na mma n'ọnya o most trusted of Simon Ekpa na-apụta kwe nke echa eduputekwu this man Commander ESN ọpụta kwe nke kwụsiecha
Yes, I'm panicking. I love it. They're panicking. Unbelievable. He's panicking. He's panicking.
Nah, in fact, all the go with okay, I'm just waiting on the canoe as one of the. I went to wait. I was not on the canoe. The channel might be open. No, there's nothing you will tell me. Over there. Someone ever na walk. The man na walk. On a walk. What will you back at Gamboda? On a walk. Even na against the city at home. Na so so boy bully polo. And they wanna wewu. Opa ni a okay. Ino ni a madi wo. Oya na ko ni mi adrom. Ino na wewu. Na this man o Chicheke dị na-eche gị o Chicheke the man dịkwa na ọ na-agwọta ọgwụ ọgwụ na-abakịrị ka because ọgwụ nke nwa ọgwụ nwakarị ọgwụ nwa mara m ibe ji wegwu ya ị na-agba mmadụ egbe na-agba ya skọdụ na-agba ya eme ebe niile kwenye na isi ere ọha na-agbụ ọpụtara agba egwu.
That is why I have always told you that where you take my name to, so long as my hands are clean, the people will bring the evidence to use against you. If you take my name to do evil, when I have not come to do evil in Biafra struggle, you will be exposed in the right time. Even your husband will send the information and the evidence to use against you. Your daughter will send me the information that we are going to use to expose you. Your husband, your children, your family members will send me the information we are going to use to expose you. I have been saying this thing from day one.
Mazi KC,